Hi everyone. In this video, we're going to look at some of the viruses that infect eukaryotes, specifically animals and plants. If you haven't had a chance to watch it yet, I recommend you pause here and watch the Introduction to Virus video before continuing. The basic life cycle of an animal virus is similar to what we saw with the bacteriophage lytic cycle. The virus attaches through interactions between viral surface proteins and host cell receptors, is engulfed by endocytosis, leading to uncoating and the production of viral genomes and proteins. These can then self-assemble into new viruses and are then released from the cell. Now, in contrast to bacteriophages, many animal viruses have a membrane envelope surrounding the capsid, which is usually formed from the host cell plasma membrane as the virus leaves. Over time, this will degrade the host cell, removing more and more plasma membrane with each departing virus, until the cell effectively collapses. Retroviruses are a specific type of animal virus, exemplified by HIV. These viruses, in addition to their genomes, carry an enzyme called reverse transcriptase, which, as the name suggests, is capable of performing reverse transcription. That is, the production of a DNA strand based on an RNA template. HIV infection begins in a similar way to the other viruses we've looked at so far, when surface proteins interact with host cell receptors. In this case, two different receptors are required for infection, and in fact, masking one of the two has become a target of therapy to try to limit HIV infection. Once the virus is attached, its envelope fuses with and becomes a part of the host cell plasma membrane, releasing the capsid into the cell. Once this is accomplished, reverse transcription of the viral RNA genome begins and is completed inside of the host cell nucleus. In a similar way to what we saw with the bacteriophage lysogenic cycle, the now double-stranded DNA copy of the viral genome, referred to as a provirus, is inserted into the host cell chromosome, such that every cell produced by mitosis from this one will also carry the provirus in its genome. Transcription produces new copies of the viral mRNA, which can serve as both a new viral genome and a template for translation of the viral proteins. As with the other types of viruses, the progeny self-assemble and leave the host by budding, taking a portion of the plasma membrane along with them as their new envelope. Emerging viral diseases are those that suddenly appear in the population, as we're now all too familiar with since the arrival of COVID-19. There are three main routes by which these new diseases appear: either mutation of existing viruses, spread from previously isolated human populations, or transfer from another host species. Current estimates suggest that around 75% of emerging viral diseases spread to humans from animals, typically after a mutation that allows them to interact with human cells. The image here shows just a small collection of viruses that are believed to have spread to humans from various animal host species, including some which have spread sufficiently through the population to have caused either a localized epidemic or even a global pandemic. It's not only animals that are susceptible to viral infections. Viral diseases in crops cost the global economy tens of billions of dollars each year. In plants, viral disease is spread by one of two mechanisms. Firstly, insects feeding on infected plants can carry the virus with them and transfer it when feeding on another plant. This is referred to as horizontal transmission. In vertical transmission, the viruses pass from an infected plant to its offspring during gamete formation and fertilization, leading to seedlings also carrying the virus. Not all infections are caused by viruses. Prions are in fact even simpler than viruses, as they are just a single protein. These misfolded proteins have the ability to cause other proteins to misfold, and all of these misfolded proteins begin to aggregate, disrupting the function of the cell and leading to degenerative brain diseases like scrapie in sheep, mad cow disease in cows, and Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease in humans. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't seen them yet, please be sure to check out the videos on viruses and bacteriophages.